You are not Cinderella. Now, I dubbed this term the Cinderella Syndrome. Now, what this means is that there's something called a narrative bias, and a bias is something in your brain that you're biased towards it. Like you have a tendency to make this mistake in your logical thinking. So the narrative bias is basically this tendency to think that, oh, everything is this nice wonderful fairy tale story where everything's gonna work out. I'm gonna sit here, I'm Cinderella. I'm not gonna do anything about my life. I know things are shit. I can't pay the bills. I can't find a job after school because it was a waste of time and money. Universities rejected me. Everything's gonna be fine. Everything's gonna be fine. That is the narrative bias at work. Now, the situation may not be so extreme, like you can't find a job after university or something like that. But it could be some small things like my bench press is not increasing. Fine, things stay the same, it'll work out. No, things like that do not work out, right? In order to improve something, to change your results, you have to change something in the process, right? But just saying something's going to be alright is not going to fix it. That's where positive thinking leads us down a road. We have this tendency, just because we've always been told stories like Cinderella, Snow White and the Seven Dwarves, Lion King. Okay, not so much Lion King. That was actually a very good movie. I don't know, kind of like these simple classical movies, even things like Transformers and basically all these top grossing movies. They all have some kind of happy ending, like a resolution, like where shit works out by some means, right? And that our brains process things in a very the way we see things and process something, right, is not the same as how we remember it and how it affects our lives. We take a very black and white image because our brains, they're outdated. The human gene adaptation rate is 0.001%, something like that, per generation. So if you can imagine, that's very, very slow adaptation rate. And basically, our species has been alive for thousands of years, and our brain is genetically outdated. So we need to defeat the hard wiring of our brain with knowledge of the new ways we need to operate our brain in order to achieve the things we want in this day and age. Because if we go in this day and age with an outdated brain, that's like coming into this day and age with Windows 1. I don't even know what that is, but that's like going with like Windows 6 or Windows Vita today. That's like, what the hell? You can't have an old operating system in your brain. That's the same thing, right? You got to change this operating system here. You have to weed out all these biases in your head. Number one, narrative bias. Shit isn't going to work out like in the movies, right? That's why I'm saying, things are not like the movies. It's not like Rocky where you just go run and do some boxing and you become a world-class boxer. Yeah, I know, I'm simplifying it a bit, but that's what your brain thinks, just do some running, just do some boxing, have spirit, keep on getting back up, and then you knock the guy out. No, shit doesn't work like that. You know how it works? You probably don't even get chosen to be a boxer after you've done the running and all the training, right? Like Mike Tyson's coach said, everyone has a plan until they get punched in the face. That's the reason why we all have this all this narrative plan. Everything's gonna work out, fairy tale. I'm gonna do X, Y, Z, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and everything's gonna work out if I do the plan. No, the plan will not work. Plan A is for the trash. That's what they say. That's how you get things started. Your first plan's for the trash, so you have to keep on trying and trying until you get it right. So the takeaway from this is there's a bias in your brain called the narrative bias, right? It'll make you make mistakes and believing that it'll just happen by some fluke. No. You need to defeat this narrative bias by constantly being aware that things does not turn out always on plan A, right? You need to have strategy, you need to have backup plans, right? Things will not work out and you need to be prepared to be punched in the face, right? Life will throw these punches. You need to be able to see them come, dodge them, right? And move forward, right? And if you do get caught by the punch, that's fine. You keep moving forward. So, hope you guys learned something useful. I've been guilty of the narrative bias, and I don't want you to be guilty of these biases because, as Charlie Munger said, these biases and these incentives, right? We don't realize the power of them, right? I'm paraphrased there. But we don't realize the power of the stuff that's going on in our brains, and how not only how we can use it to improve our lives, but how we can also use it as tools in our lives to change our environment and actually generate some happiness in our lives, some wealth. So before I carry on, hope you guys learned something useful.